No, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds 204. Metz, 5:24 p.m. Pilattre, alone with his thoughts as he headed home, retraced his steps northeastward up Rue des Gruyères beneath the widely spaced street lights that provided pools of relatively well-lit sidewalk or parking spaces. He was again cut off from the comfort of human contact, as well as being isolated from the wonders of sharing his thoughts with Balloony via Joey, who had acted as a conduit for him time and again in the preceding 10 hours. Though darkness had fallen over western France, with 6+ hours remaining before the crowning moment when the year 2000 would replace 1999, nearly all the would-be revelers had yet to begin their marathon of merriment, when the majority would welcome the new century and new millennia 365 days prematurely. Reaching the northern terminus of Rue des Gruyères, Pilattre looked left and right, then crossed Voyant Pasteur, where he turned sharply right and continued towards number 3 with the wide-open expanse of the golf course to his left. Whispering "Ignorance is bliss," referencing the misinformed masses who would be celebrating the new millennium, he drifted physically towards his home. Walking in the relative quiet between the university and the 4 lanes of NM31 that lay ahead, his thoughts roamed as they saw fit. In one of the narrow alleys his mind wandered down was the extent of his isolation, an isolation he knew was a trauma response from Brentzi's attempt to murder him. "Well, perhaps my New Year's resolution will be to chip away at my remoteness from others," he whispered as the sliver of moon illuminated a flash of movement on the golf course. Startled from his reverie by the bolting deer, Pilattre barked a laugh and said, "If I believed in portents, then I could assign a special meaning to my dear friend the deer, appearing as I mused on needed changes in my life, and then I could go on to say that God or fate or some muse led the deer here, that this deer is my spirit animal, and that my way forward must be less isolated and perhaps include some frolic. We humans are so easily tempted to accept as truth that which we wish to be so. But knowing this, perhaps I too often close myself to the possibilities of lovely coincidence. Reverie, noun, a state of being pleasantly lost in one's thoughts, a daydream." "Very well," he added loudly. "My New Year's resolution is that I shall be more sociable and explore new relationships. That I will rid myself of Brent Carter Brentzi's control over me, and that I will do so with the help of my friend Joey, with whom I can also include my friend Balloony." His declaration punctuated by a more upright posture and an uptick in his pace as he made his way to the end of his street, entered his home, hung up his coat, walked to his phone, and stared at before nodding and lifting it from its cradle. Checking his notepad for Clive Voss's number, Pilattre once again dialed the Brisbane ASIO office and listened as the phone rang 3 times before Agent Voss answered. "This is Clive Voss. Everything all right, Dr. Rosier? I am fine, thank you, but I have a question. If I wish to file attempted murder charges against Brentzi, how would I proceed?"